The top 10 electric cars in 2021. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're going over the 10 best electric cars in 2021. Electric cars have been getting more and more popular, and now there are more options to choose from than ever before. Stick around to see the 10 best cars we picked out for you. Number 10. Kia E Niro. The Kia E Niro reclassifies how wide a reach and family-friendly we should now anticipate from a more affordable electric vehicle. Currently priced around $39,000, this vehicle has a 64 kilowatt-hour battery pack that gives it the ability to travel 230 miles with ease on one charge. It can go considerably further if you're maintaining a smooth course at lower speeds. A couple of years back, this would be something extremely remarkable coming from a major automotive company like Kia, and at this value. Tesla features for suburban family prices. How about that? Number 9. Volkswagen E-Up. A pessimist may dismiss the E-Up as a costly waste, but my friends, don't believe the hype. This car lives up to its price point. The Volkswagen E-Up is an engine of progress, a modern marvel. It is an incredible accomplishment of both design and ingenuity, and it is thought of as the king of small vehicles. That makes it quite the hot commodity. As indicated by specialists, it's absolutely a more classic, subtler electric vehicle than a Honda E or Mini Electric or even a Renault Zoe. Yet there's an enormous value in Volkswagen's decent vehicle yet electric approach. It's what made the e-Golf a hit. Likewise, the E-Up is a more familiar feel for people who want to drive a car that looks like it belongs in the here and now, but with the bells and whistles from the future. Certainly worth considering. Number 8. Jaguar iPace. This is the boldest of strong moves from Jaguar, an all-electric SUV, and a first tenable approach to Tesla's exceptional EV strength. This vehicle staves off its competition, particularly from Germany, and has a bright outlook. The iPace flags the beginning of something significant that most standard producers, like newcomers to the auto game in Silicon Valley or traditional powers like BMW, are unable to match. Its features are both eye-watering, yet grounded in reality, backed by the strength of an established carmaker. It might not be as sleek or flashy like a Botoxed Alpha, it's a slower burn than that, yet ultimately, its courage snares you in. Number 7. Renault Zoe. Did you know that almost 1 in 5 electric cars sold in Europe is a Renault Zoe? It's exceptionally popular, and for solid reason. Renault says its customers don't need a huge reinvention of its wheels, yet the company has focused its endeavors on key trouble spots to minimize expenses. That's how this vehicle wound up with an interior that stands out from even other modern competition, with more driver assistance, a souped-up engine, and greater range for long trips without passing the cost onto the buyers. Plus, those who choose to lease or who might become short-term buyers enjoy the fact that there is an option to rent the battery rather than purchasing it with the vehicle, making the base model a bit cheaper and more affordable with more flexibility for the customer. Quite the differentiator from the competition. Number 6. Audi Etron. Essentially, this is the family SUV made electric. The Audi Etron might be somewhat bland, it may not stick out, but that is the point. To go truly mainstream and penetrate the automotive market, their plan of attack is making the vehicle geared toward attracting the individuals who need an electric vehicle but don't want to depart from what they're used to. That happens to be the case for a large portion of the market, and the e-tron, albeit pricier than a comparable fuel SUV, might be just the way a number of buyers ease their way off the gas and onto the charger. It's a sturdy, familiar, and well-assembled vehicle. At the end of the day, it's like an average Audi. In case you're hoping to take your first step into the future, this is one of the easiest paths to take. Number 5. Mini Electric. The Mini Electric is a complete little EV. It's a progressive, if not a safe step into the electric game. It's another example that vehicle manufacturers don't have to build a car out of 2050 to make a successful electric vehicle. An EV doesn't need to be something out of science fiction to be a triumph. This is something like you may see on your block now. It just so happens to run electric. BMW could have put a bit more range into it, but that would have made it heavier, more costly, taken more time to charge, and made a more cramped cabin. Thus, they certainly settled on the correct choices with this one. This vehicle feels like a solid expansion into the Mini family. Number 4. Tesla Model S. You can't deny that the Model S is an impressive achievement. And from a company whose only previous triumph was a Lotus Elise-based roadster, this model has decent distance to it, workable handling, and plenty of techie appeal. It even made the mainstream manufacturers pay attention and take notes. This 4-door, 5-seater is quite roomy and is the car that established Elon Musk's California-based company as a force to be reckoned with. Tesla now finds themselves level with manufacturers like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi. The Model S might have a fairly conventional look to it, but you gotta check under the hood on this baby. 2 electric motors draw power from either a 75 or 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack powering all 4 wheels through a single-speed transmission. Number 3. BMW i3. This 2018 refresh of BMW's small EV car doesn't mess with the recipe too much, and after just 4 years on the market, there's not much need to. The i3 still manages to look futuristic and fashionable even in midlife for the model. But this new entry manages to look ever so slightly better, and it really is just a small detail. A new silver roof top strip, some tweaks to both bumpers, and a few other little updates. The i3 still remains the best premium small electric vehicle out there. It's hard to argue against it. Just be prepared to break open the old piggy bank for it. Number 2. Tesla Model 3. Nothing too special, right? Just your average affordable electric vehicle to the BMW 3 Series from an American startup. But this is the reasonably priced threat to the crown that has taken the world by storm. You've most likely heard the features. The Tesla Model 3 is a more modest, lower cost, well, relatively, follow-up to the Model S and Model X. It's the linchpin of Elon Musk's central goal to charge up the streets and have battery-powered vehicles in every driveway. Model 3s are currently available in the US, and shockingly, they are quite a common sight on the streets of California. Demand is high for this customizable vehicle, so the biggest complaint for buyers is they can't get theirs quick enough. Do keep in mind that while it might not be available where you are quite yet, as Tesla expands, you could see a Model 3 on your streets soon enough. Number 1. Porsche Taycan. This is Porsche's first all-electric vehicle, made in the mold of the Mission E, which Porsche began imagining in 2015. This is a vehicle we're hoping to rewrite the book on what an EV is able to do. This vehicle could determine the entire direction of the market. No pressure, huh? So truly, this is a vehicle to pay attention to for electric vehicle lovers and sports car enthusiasts alike. This vehicle is a revolutionary EV that combines luxury sports car and no emissions with a look, range, and feel that is only going to improve from here. Porsche isn't being shy with their influence. A Taycan Cross Turismo is expected to hit the market at some point during or after 2021, followed by an electric Macan, all-electric swaps for the Boxster and Cayman, and electric variants to the Cayenne and Panamera to come. We hope you enjoyed this video for our top 10 best electric cars for 2021. Do you agree with our choices? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up down below and to share the video with someone who loves electric vehicles.